Welcome to Bitcoin Crypto. Coming to you live from the BitLab Academy studio here, as you guys can see. What a nice set. One of the nicest sets we ever built. But listen, I want to talk to you real quick about what is going on with Asia. Now, we're going to talk a lot more about this tonight on our whiteboard video. We're going to be talking about what's going on with Hong Kong. Justin Sun's got a lot of comments about that. We're going to tell you why we think it's a precursor to what's going on in China. But let's talk about the American side of this right now. Let's talk about the Winklevoss twins. I believe it was Cameron Winklevoss that tweeted that he now believes that this next bull run is going to start in the East. Awesome. Let's go, China. China, CCP for life. No, seriously, though. In all seriousness, look, here, I want to give some people some warnings about China. Here's what we do. We give China too much credit for its involvement in crypto. And what does that lead to? That makes us susceptible to all the negative things that China and the CCP does for crypto. That means that if we're going to say, oh man, China's going to play a big role in this bull run, how awesome. Well, that means that if they come out and ban crypto for the 748th time, that's going to have a big downswing and downward effect on the market as well. Look, when it comes to China is very relevant in crypto because of Bitcoin mining. And don't buy into the Bitcoin mining ban. I've told you guys this over and over and over again. Bitcoin mining ban was a scam. First of all, they still control all the hardware. And number two, they just moved their miners. They just moved them to Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan. That's very well documented. It's not a shocker, guys. Spoiler alert, you can't just say, hey, Chinese government, I'm a poor Chinaman. I want to pick up my mining operation and I want to move to a different country. Can I do that because you banned it? That's not the way it works, guys. That's not the way that it works. The way that it works is that you have to go to the government and ask for permission to leave. Why would the government give you permission to leave in an industry they just banned? No. They disseminated their Chinese miners to other locations to make it look like they still weren't in control of the hash rate. That's exactly what happened. Look it up, look into it. You'll find that's 100% accurate. So here's what I'm saying. If we give China too much credit, that means we also have to give China a lot of weight and credit with the FUD that they put out. And I'm not going to do that. I refuse to do that. But here's the thing. When the Winklevoss twins and Brian Armstrong are talking about, man, this bull run is going to start in China. Why? Well, because they're getting regulation in order. Guys, these are threats to our regulators. That's all this is, if you don't understand. These are threats to Gary Gensler, threats to the SEC, threats to the CFTC, threats to Congress, threats to the Senate, and threats to the very president himself, saying if we don't fix this crypto regulation, we're going to lose financial dominance in the world to China because they're straightening it out. But once again, I have more faith in our country than that. I have more faith in America. I believe that we are going to get straightened out. We are going to get it all sorted. And crypto regulation is going to be good and fine in America. Stable coins, they're coming after them stable coins. They're clearing the path for USDC. But just know this. The reason why the Winklevoss twins are tweeting this stuff is not because they believe the bull run's really starting in China. They're tweeting it because they're basically telling the U.S. politicians, if y'all don't fix this stuff, this is what's going to happen. And it's a threat. And I agree. I think it's true. But I just believe that it is going to get fixed. And we're going to get the right people in and the wrong people out, which means Gary Gensler's got to go. And I do believe by the end of this year that is going to happen. I've been told that's going to happen. We'll see what happens there. This man really has no power. All he can do is throw lawsuits out there and beg judges to do what he wants to do. That's not real power, guys. Real power is Congress being able to call Gary Gensler to task and hold him accountable for his actions. That's real power. And that's the real power that we're going to see this year. Man, the wheels of progress turn slow. I mean, we're almost to March now. We still haven't seen a ton of movement on all this. But of course, in January, they don't do anything in January. Politicians don't because they're really just getting their year in order, getting ready to move. New congressmen and new senators coming in. And so in February, we should finally start seeing some movement. And in March, I think this is when we'll see this thing really get, put into hyperdrive. We're going to see a lot of calling out of Gary Gensler, a lot of calling out of the SEC coming in March. Hopefully we'll play a role in that. We'll see what happens, but that's really what's going on with this China story. Don't give them too much credibility because when you do that, then what's going to happen is you're going to have to accept when they change the rules on you in the middle of the game. Don't want that either. We don't want one country or one region to be leading this bull run. We want everybody to lead it together. We want crypto to lead it. We want a decentralized bull run. That's all I got. Be blessed. Good boy out.